night. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker. The future is feeling.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey. I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I have partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at FEGPC.net.
When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wrapz. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Well, to say I'm a little nervous about this one, I'd say probably is an understatement. After last year and last season, I didn't really think, honestly, we'd be back so soon, but Atlanta wants more. We're going to give them more. Ladies and gentlemen, Pedal Metal Racing League breeds 22 of the toughest and the strongest drivers of the Truck Series here to Atlanta Motor Speedway for tonight's action of the Six Sigma Sim Racing 80 here on Pete Sim Race TV, presented in part by our friends at Six Sigma Sim Racing, the ButtKicker Company, the Pit Stall Racing Series, Ford Entertainment Group PC.net, GainZFitness.inc, and Lightning Wrapz. What a big show we've got in store for you. What a wild lineup it's about to be. Hi, you got everyone. I am the Crusader Christian Driver. Join you guys today on the call, presented by the Pit Stall Race Series. It's time to showcase to you your gridding order. On the pole for this one, the only two-time winner so far this season, the 51, Jeff Radke, will pot him on the pole. The outside, number 46, Dalton McKinney. Row number 2, Bobby Anderson, pilot number 18. The outside, that's 66, it's Corey Stahl. Row number 3 is Jeffrey Vickery in the 7, the outside. In the number 27, Corey Reed. Row number 4 is Jeff Oakes in the 20 on the outside. In that number 98, it will be Sean Long. Row 5 is the Rattlesnake Robert Kahn, the 21 on the outside. In that number 5, the Throttle Shen to help Otto. Row number 6 is Dustin Slonaker in the 71 on the outside. In the 77, Stephen Ford. Row number 7, pilots with Matthew Harper in the 84 on the outside. In that 99, Wally Babb. Row number 8, Mike Wright on the 76 the outside. The Hammering Man himself, Hunter and Hammering Hansen in the 13. Row number 9 is Jason Brennan, the 55 the outside. And the 95 is Robert Warrens. Row 10 is Dennis Warrens in the 90 outside. In the number 3, Jason Henry. And at last, in row number 11, Shane Ledoux, pilots at 12 with the outside. And the number 15, Jordan Darnell. Michael, unfortunately, unable to make it tonight. It's okay, Michael. Just watch along with us tonight, sir. Anita Johnson saying, hey, Wally Babb, rooting on for the driver that won last time here on this track last season. Wally Babb did the unthinkable and brought it home to victory lane for the first time in his career. This season, what a complete reverse of fortunes. He has not only been the number 1 seed entering in this race as your points leader, but he's also got 1 win to his name at Talladega. His consistency and drive has been absolutely phenomenal, and these drivers, well aware of it, they know today they're going to need to get a good run and a chance to truly take him down off that points list. They've got to get ahead of the spots and ahead of the shots. This could end up being a wild run and a performance unlike any other today. And we hope you guys are tuned in and live on the show with us right here on the track. This could get interesting to say the least, and we're about to find that out right now. As I mentioned, only 1 driver has got 2 wins to their name this season, and that is the guy that's in the race lead for the start anyway, Jeff Radke in the 51. Dalton McKinney so close to it a few times. Corey Stahl majorly so close to it. Bobby Anderson finally got his off the list last week. Jeffrey Vickery still trying to get another one out of there. Jeff Oakes, he's been hammering down and getting it going here. Sean Long, he's a guy last season that extremely executed well here at this track. Dustin Slonaker, he's a time executioner. He can sneak in here if you least expect it. Matthew Hopper looking for win number 2 from Vegas. Babb looking for win number 2, and also to really truly give himself a chance of taking this championship away from everyone else. Mike Rideout still looking for his first one here in the Trucks Division of Pedal Metal Racing League. Jason Brent, one of those guys that you keep your eye on and keep your focus on. He could be a sneaker in there. There is a lot of storylines going into this one. We're about to find out what happens when you put them all on the line. Off of corner number 4. Stage caution for lap 25 for the competition caution. Green flag drops. Begin the 6 Sigma Sim Racing 80. And already out of the gate, we're going to fire these drivers off the line, down the chicanes, through the first set of turns. This is where I'm honestly kind of holding my breath. Did they learn from last season? Did they learn you can't overdrive these turns of these trucks? Oh, I guess not already. Jordan Darnell getting tagged in. Jason Brent trying to save it. Come on, Brent, hang on there. 55 backs off. He'll stay down low. He'll let everyone else by as he comes back onto the track. Everybody else right now trying to stretch themselves in. You're already seeing what happens when you can't quite figure out when and where to make your move or make a pass. And if you see someone trying to back off sooner rather than later, big mistakes can occur. D. Dallas Brule saying, come on, Warren's 95 bro, win, win, win. Warren's another driver that is winless so far this season. Despite coming up with quite a few runner-ups, he's looking to try to change that today. But he's got a lot of work to do to get to that point right now. Still side by side through the exits and the entries. Bobby Anderson, Jeff Radke still going hard at it right now. The 46 with Dalton McKinney and the 7 of Jeffrey Vickery right now close together. Again, it is early. There is a competition caution at lap 25. I don't expect drivers to get that crazy out of the gate. I would presume some of them at least will know to back off and lay low for a minute. Don't try to let your truck get too out of shape and out of control for the moment. But then again, this is pedal to the metal racing league I'm talking about here. And as much as I love these guys and I love hanging around them, there is absolutely no quitter given anybody here. And they sometimes have a little habit of doing whatever they feel like when they need to. D. Dallas Bro saying East 95 is built for work. Yeah, well, he's going to need to prove it today. The one thing I still absolutely do not like about this kind of track racing, though, for being a mile and a half, I know it is a mile and a half in length, but you got to understand something. That quad over there on the front straightaway, I still feel like is probably the worst part for these drivers that they have to come up and face against. Many, many times will a driver just get right into that gap, into that position. They try to swing into the outside. Next thing you know, they're trapped down there. Now, again, I know Texas Motor Speedway on its own is bad for that, but I mean, it kind of enhances Texas Motor Speedway a little bit, makes it 10 times worse because they're closer together than they would be in Texas. That's where my problem really lies at with it. But again, these drivers have to work with what they're given. The track layout is what it is. Warren's camp right now, Robert and Dennis here 13th and 14th respectively, trying to get something to kick up a little bit. The Babmeister himself, Wally Bab in the 99, immediately trying to team up and work together here. His point slate is pretty high right now, but again, that can easily change. Just 2 races, all it takes to die down that lead and make him lose a little bit more time here. And with that early little problem that Jason Brent threw in out of the gate, that could certainly signify that. Steve Ford, the 77, entering in pit road immediately. Looks like might be some damage up in the 77 here. We'll have to see how much that has affected him. Bobby Anderson right now, currently holding down the lane here on the bottom. Right now, your new leader here over Jeff Radke. Radke was hanging around low there, but now moving up there with Dalton McKinney, maybe trying to get a little bit of help from the McDingers down there. I swear that's not a ding on McDonald's for you out there, right? That's just what it is. Coming around right off those exits, you can see how close they got to come. And then look at how tight they have to corner off right as they get around that part of the track. That's what I'm talking about. That's what is so difficult and so hard to figure out, is when and where to get right in the throttle and when to get out of it. So clean through 9. 9 laps so far down. 16 still remain before the stage break. Yeah, I was watching a lot of these drivers earlier on in practice too, and I can tell you a lot of them really trying to push themselves up and trying to really make their limits known and presence felt. And so far right now, you can see what a lot of drivers are trying to figure out, which is how to get the draft to work in their favor. Con and Pottle, excuse me, right now moving their chains ahead. You see Pottle giving a big push to Con, and the Warrens boys backing right off, hammering Hunter Hansen. I've had the pleasure of dealing with him on not only the dirt but the asphalt side. Yeah, he's tricky to beat on dirt, and there's a reason why he won down at Bristol Dirt earlier this season. But I tell you, asphalt-wise, he can put up a fight. he's not exactly the easiest to get by sometimes. He can put up a good fight, so I give him credit where credit's due. He can run it with the best of them on both ends. I just think, honestly, he just needs to really kind of hone in on that craft and start to study how that can translate over from dirt to asphalt. And I think he could really be a tough competitor down there. I say this as well as I'm currently in a heated battle with him and as well as a lot of others in a championship that you see. You'll know that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyway, right now, currently working through turn number 3 and turn number 4 right now. Radke, McKinney, Stahl, Reed, and Long trying to travel up there to Bobby Anderson and Jeffrey Vickery. As caution flies out here on the track, there's some problems down there. The throttle Chantel Pottle loose off turn number 4. Looks like problems down on the front straightaway for the 5 cam. To the PTM Racing TV Instant Replay we'll go. Let's take a look at this one. Led by Ford Entertainment Group, PC.net. Here is the replay. Well, from my end, it looked like the 5 was already pretty loose there coming down through the corner there, but we'll take one more look at it. Looks like she just kind of tightened it up a little too much here and tried to save it and ended up getting tagged there by Hansen. Well, she was loose. And it looks like they're going to give it. Yeah, it looks like Pyle's going to be in the back of the pack anyway, so it looks like that will be kind of hamstrung there. So yellow flag out on the track here. Decent save there. Yeah, very good save, honestly, for what it was worth, but just unfortunately kind of got caught off guard there. So a bit of a bad deal there, unfortunately, for the drivers currently right there. Coming down through turn number 4. The officials just saying, let's just let them race it out at this point. So caution flies out on the track. Stephen Ford right now, the only one that is currently a lap down in this place here. He's currently going to be on the bottom range of the track here. It's, looks like about a lap, completely a full lap down. That could be a bit of a struggle here for him. See the driver's already trying to get a little bit of cool their tires on there. They don't want to burn their rubber in too quick. Now you're probably wondering, oh, why am I saying they want to cool their tires down? Well, you gotta remember something. With that heat, that's gotta evaporate and absorb into something. Well, that's that tire that they have in those Goodyears. So what happens is that each time they go around those turns, especially on these tight, narrow-ended, sharp turns, it really forces these drivers to be careful and forces them in a very tough spot, causing this absolute chaos and chaotic little situation to upheld and uproot. These guys well aware of that right now. Guys and gals, I should say. I'll bring him off turn number 4 this time on by. Jeff Oakes leads us to the green flag restart zone. Off the 6th segment restart zone, here we go, back to the action. Oh, Rory Reid into the wall. Protection there on turn number 3. Oh, and Wally Babb gets a piece of it. Tagged along. Great save by the Babmeister. But Babb knows he can't have too many more of those. That was a hard little knock, a hard knock, if you will. Knocked him a little silly and probably gave him a little bit of a hit or two. Jeff Oakes pushing McKinney for a good run. Here comes the 46 on the outside. Now again, it still runs like Old Atlantis, so you can find a way to get that truck to get to the outside wall retainer on the backstretch and then line it back down to the straightaway entering in the turn. You gain speed, you got power to use. That's one unique thing about this plate track that really forces these drivers to have to be careful and avoid trouble. Mike Rideout into the inside there. The 7 of Vickery slammed in. Vickery into the wall protection, no caution. Vickery trying to stay out there, but it looked like a huge hit there between him and Mike Rideout. Caution did not fly out. They stay green. And now it'll only be 4 drivers right now battling for the stage. Vickery, though, not a happy camper. I don't really blame him. Last season had a lot of good fortunes his way. This season, it seems like nothing can go his way. He's in pit road right now. Going to try to get the truck cleaned up and probably looking to try to get himself a chance to get back into this. Right now, 5 laps remain this time on by. Anderson, Oakes, McKinney, Radke, battling for it all. And again, this is only the first competition caution. This is their only competition caution they're going to get. So really right now, this is just to get a test for, in my opinion, what they can do later. Is McKinney possibly going to be able to finally win one on his end, though? Knowing Radke is hungry to get more. And Bobby Anderson, the defending champion, he knows if he doesn't start figuring something out sooner rather than later, he's going to be left in a trail of dust and a lot of problems. That's what he doesn't want. You can feel the pressure, you can feel the power of the trucks right now currently trying to hang on to everything they got left under the hood. Anderson right now looking to try to stabilize down to the bottom, keep the truck under pressure. Raw cunning and execution as Jeff Oakes lays in wait. Track position's key here too, because that will help them in pit road. That can give them a big exiting here for them to get a chance here. Both drivers completely knocking it in here. 2 more to go. Meanwhile, the pack behind here trying to stay out of trouble. Babb, Hansen, and all them. And Warren's also just kind of cooking it up, kicking it through just a little bit. Every driver for themselves here. Vickery 2 laps down. He's going to need a lot of help here now on this track because he just got absolutely himself into trouble he didn't expect. 1 more lap to go this time on by before the competition caution. Anderson trying to hang on. Oakes trying to get it low, and it looks like actually that will be the competition caution there. So Anderson going to take the competition caution here, and he will take that with the field. Oaks, McKinney, and Racky looking good. But remember, the field got separated out quite a bit due to the unfortunate circumstances there for one Jeffrey Vickery and one Mike Rideout. That leads you to wonder, is there any animosity or some bad blood boiling over between these drivers? Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we are going from head-to-head, coverage to coverage. This one will be a wild one. Can they learn from their mistakes from last season, or will the demons come back to haunt them? Find out when we come back. Tonight's race has been brought to you in part by our friends at Six Sigma Sim Racing. Six Sigma is your #1 Mosin Sim Magic dealer in North America, while also the manufacturer of best value high-end sim racing chassis in the market. By the ButtKicker, best in performance for feeling real tracks on the virtual world. The ButtKicker, feel what you've been missing. By the Pit Stall Racing Series, the place for all your high-octane racing needs on Thursday nights. Be sure to tune on in with us for all your sim racing needs. By Ford Entertainment Group PC.net, matching with your wallet. FEGPC.net will always work with your needs to build the best PC at the right price. By GainZFitness.inc. And by Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure. Lightning Wrapz will bring out the best designs in your livery.
When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wrapz. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they start their sim racing journey. Well, I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at FEGPC.net.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the broadcast here for P10 Race TV's showcase of Pedal Metal Racing League 6 Sigma Sim Racing 80 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So far, 2 cautions have rolled out on the track. First competition caution, and then the other for a unfortunate racing incident there between Pottle and Hansen. Pottle getting it on the apron just a little bit, got loose and managed to save it after getting tagged there by Hansen, but both drivers unfortunately suffering massive exodus there. Caught in that first caution to come out, and then in the race itself, no caution for this, but Jeffrey Vickery getting jackhammered into the wall there with Mike Rideout, unfortunately. Both drivers seem to have come to their consensus and learned from it. We'll see if that is the case and how they handle from here. Through corner number 4, down to the green flag restart zone. It is time to head to the main course of Atlanta Motor Speedway. And it's a feast indeed. Hansen already trying to feast up some run, trying to build up some momentum. Got Khan on the outside, trying to build him up on the draft. And again, what happens when you're trying to be easier on the throttle and trying to be easier on your tires? And you got somebody behind you like Khan or Sean Long even, that's just like, forget that. I don't want to hang around. I want to get to the front as soon as possible. I mean, for the driver's sake, I would think that would be a little bit more frustrating, a little bit more antiquative here to what you're trying to do, what you're trying to bring to the table. I would think that really hurts the run and hurts their chances more than anything. But that just in turn just shows you the different amount of strategies, different amount of ideals and ideologies we face as a driver, because you may have something in mind, but someone else has something different in mind. And then the next thing you know, you're completely just thrown into the wall. They can just see scraping up Robert Kahn into the wall there, turn number 3. It's an all-out advantage war and a tough little situation to deal with. These plate tracks, again, they are not easy to win, nor are they really luck-based, in my opinion. That's more skill-based with a lot of luck involving just who you work with. But even then, sometimes somebody sneaks out of the gap and sneaks out in your face and takes it from you, and you wouldn't even know it until it's too little too late. Right now you see Corey Reed right now trying to fight off down the bottom lane with Hofford in front of him and McKinney up top side. As right now, Sean Long tries to stay out of trouble. Oh, Dustin Slonaker though, into the wall. A huge wreck ensuing. Corey Stahl is upside down. More trouble on the front straightaway. Well, unfortunately, I think I probably got a good idea who started this one up, because we kind of saw it right on our television here. It looked like Slonaker just came off that corner a little too hard, and he ends up catching some of them out of place and out of timing here. Into the wall, slams it, gets to 66. Look at Stahl is trying to save it. There's no saving right there, sir. What a huge blow there, unfortunately, for this 66 of Corey Stahl and everyone else involved in this one. Let's go on the onboard camera here. I apologize to those that get dizzy or not up or a little bit vertigo every now and then, but gotta show you all the angles. Ouch. And Corey Stahl once again just trapped in a different spot, a different issue. Jason Brent right now. Major damage on that 55, and it looks like Dustin Slonaker was trying to help him out a little bit, trying to get him to pit road. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case here, guys. I think Jason Brent may have a blown motor. That's not going too much further, unfortunately. If he does, last thing he wants to do is get a pit stall in there, but he's going to have to take a tow, it looks like. Right down the field, currently having to regain control themselves and make sure they are well aware of what their situation is at right now. Still a lot of play here on the track, still a lot of time. Let's see how well they hang on to this when we come back.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back here on Pizza Race TV Live, ladies and gentlemen, back here from Atlanta Motor Speedway currently, as we are clocking it down here and trying to get everyone squared back up here on the track. A lot of madness and craziness ensuing here on the show. The field right now, looking to try to regain control of themselves and get themselves back under wraps here. Jason Brent, Corey Stahl, and Robert Kahn pretty much right now out of the race here entirely, unless something can come out of their way here. Massive damage on Brent after the suffering there. Corey Stahl, same situation there. Really nowhere he could go and just kind of found himself in a bad spot, ending now with only 19 drivers on the track. Last season, we only had, I think, about 6 or 7 on the lead lap and even in contention. And that barred me none and shocked me half to death. The fact that was even a situation we even came out with. But right now, this is exactly what we're seeing and what is going on here on the track. And now it's about time to figure out, can they get this squared up and get it really shaped up once more? Jeff Oaks going to be a race leader here. The Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet Silverado. This Mike right out in the out of Newfoundland. The ButtKicker number 76. Six Sigma Sim Racing 76 machine Silverado. Bobby Anderson. Yeah, deciding not to go with the Gravedigger scheme this season for the most part. He's gone with the 2135simware.com. But Bitstall Racing Series Stein Up machine. Threat level Midnight Motorsports. And then of course Sean Long, Ford F-150 98 C.W. Matthews machine. And Matthew Hofford, of course, I believe the 84 Silverado, driving the Inspection Center machine. So many sponsors keep track of it here on the track here and on these trucks, man. I wish I had a magnifying glass sometimes, considering where I'm viewing it from. You guys are getting the easy stuff. I'm getting the hard stuff on my end. I'm over here. I'm somewhere over here in the pit box up here in the stands. So trying to keep an eye on these drivers is easier said than done. That's why I rely on these cameras as much as you guys do. Well, here we go. We're not halfway done yet, but we got a lot of drivers right now trying to make it past halfway. Back onto the green flag, this time on by. Six Sigma Sim Racing Restart Zone back underway. Jason Brent, Robert Kahn, and Corey Stahl have all made it back to the track. Massively damaged though and worse for wear, but they are at least back out on the racing surface. Beautifully managing themselves around the corners and into the spotlight here, every driver for themselves. All under control so far, rallying through the field, trying to hang on. Robert Warren's the 95, 8 spots up so far right now, currently working around the guy that has been pretty much on everybody's hit list, if you will, the 99 of Wally Babb. And I say that because Babb right now, again, being the points leader, he is the one everyone trying to knock off that top of the totem pole. But again, the reason Babb's been in that spot constantly in the top 5 all season round, the consistency of the 99 this season has been the thorn that no one else has been able to cut off. Some have tried it, some have come close, and some maybe have figured some way to kind of work with it, but nobody has been able to figure out how to get around him. And the duration these drivers had to face today here, absolutely astounding and really pushing, exemplifying as well just how difficult and how dangerous and tough it is to get something figured out here on this track. Jeff Rackey jumping up in their spot there around the 98 here of Sean Long. Sean trying to hold on. Jeff Oaks right now got an old ally, an old friend in Matthew Hoffer right now. But at the moment here, it's only a friend to draft off with. There's no support, no friendships here. You race as your own driver. These guys know it, and they are awfully very keen on it. It's an individual sport, but there's a lot of team aspect that goes with the crew and how you strategize and plan out your teamwork with the pit stops and the stop stars. The spotters also being very crucial right now, letting every driver know when and where they're at and what's going on. Cleaned up machine here on the number 7 Toyota Tundra, Jeffrey Vickery, one of only 3 Tundras. The other, Bab and Robert Kahn. That's a lineup in and of itself, really, if you think about it. See the gap of the distance here from the 5 camp. Looks like she's expecting drivers to get a little bit out of control here. Probably trying to think maybe there will be another time she can make her way up to the front. Not a bad strategy, honestly. And a lot of guys seem to be kind of in that same boat, that same spot. Not trying to overdo and overpressure this run too soon. We're halfway done. If they could just get further along, just get to the final 5 laps before making anything drastic or any bonsai maneuvers, I think we've got a race here. And again, you'll see a lot of this. You're going to see a lot of this packing and drafting on the bottom. You'll see a lot of guys on the outside coming and going. But that packing and stacking on the bottom, what that does is it's just going to get drivers that are really impatient on the outside a chance to live and breathe, because those on the bottom, they've got nowhere to go. Those on the outside, they can bump draft a lot better on the backstretch, gain some speed to get a corner off and then catch them. But the problem is again, you get one chance. You only get 2 corners. And that's either an exit of turn number 2 or the entry of turn 3 to time your move and hit your spot just right before you're going into those next set of turns. Or even that straightaway. That front straightaway you see right there, I'm telling you guys, there's no way they're going to get a clean opportunity or a great opportunity to make moves there unless they do one thing, and that is close that bottom as low as they can to the front half of that track. And again, it's a dangerous maneuver because, again, that quad oval literally has that little straightaway in there. It actually center points them up just a slight bit, making an extremely sharp angle and run. You have to work around. Get a little by coming off turn 4 to the front stretch. Man, you can hear the roar of these things too. They are loud and they are proud, and I think it's about time we join them in. Race fans, here we go. Let's put that pedal to the metal and crank it up a little bit here on P2 Racing TV. If you can feel the power, you can feel the roar, you know what we're doing for a score. You can bottle that up and put that on any track, and you'd be bringing them for miles. Or if you're the real estate investors, you'll just scare them right off, and that'll get rid of them. That should save short track racing, right? All jokes aside right now, looking up to the front right now. Big move coming up. Hansen driving quick on the outside. Babb trying to make a run off there. McKinney looking for an opening. He nearly got it there. You can see he's closing Anderson off a bit. He actually had a chance to make a good pass coming through 3. I mentioned it earlier. That was where he was going to set him up. He didn't quite set him up there. Babb now back in the top 5. That Babmeister this entire season, and I guess that's the nickname I'm going to give him, is the Babmeister. But he literally just has, somehow, some way, strategized and seemingly found a way to put everybody on notice and keep everyone on the fold. I don't know how much more practice in this season he's done compared to last season, but it seems like it's paying off this time around. I almost want to call him like the Ross Chastain right now of the season of this league. Speaking of Chastain, look out, this could be a troublesome spot here. Warren's looking at him driving in the middle. There were 3 wide on the back straightaway. Sean Long had a good eye view there. Backed off, let Radke and them deal with it. Pressure mounted, you give and go. Warren's able to take, and he got away with it. Nice job there by Warren, and good move there by Hansen and Radke. Not forcing the situation they hand right there. They knew they had to stay clean and stay cool. This has been a great race so far. Now I say that knowing I probably just put a broadcaster curse on them. Raw power and speed right now of these drivers has been used up well. Look at the guys and gals in the back too. They have stayed with this entire field as well. So any time or mistake these guys make as they come and go, they have a chance to make a run for it. But I think honestly right now what they're looking at is that pit stop. When that pit stop comes up, how are they going to get into pit road without destroying each other? They've got to be very careful here. We've seen last times where they try to get into pit road. It didn't exactly work well. We know these guys have to go into pit road eventually. These drivers only have one chance and one opportunity to get it done. So those on the outside right now, they're probably feeling like a bit of a boxer getting outboxed by Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali. And they're kind of in a close corner fight just trying to escape it. There's not a lot of room to escape from though. And they're well aware of it right now. I want to talk about a season this guy's had a different victory. He's been pretty much all around and all over the place, but man, he has hanged on with the best of them and put a fight out here with the drivers and trying to stay with everyone that came in his way. Dalton McKinney now moving up into the top spot. Oaks and right out there in pit road right now. So just a heads up right now, Babb with 1 win, Anderson's got 1 win, Radke with 2, Comfort's got 1, Kahn's got 1, Hansen has 1, everybody else still searching for 1. Crazy to think a season like this could even happen, but it's happening again, 2 seasons in a row. For sure, we have had at least 6 different winners out of 7 different races. This being race number 8 today. Really forcing the drivers' mindsets and hands a little bit further into the run. Oaks right now exiting out of pit road, looking to try to get back into the group and into the stack, but he knows this field's starting to shorten out. This is good moving right here by the drivers. This is some good stuff. I like this. This is very smart. This is working with them, working with their spotters, working with everybody else, trying to set this pit stop up. Now can they get in? Hey, Hopper, hang on, he's loose, he's loose. Oh, there's one that's loose right there. That's Sean Long, I think. Oh, my. Sean Long and Jordan Darnell wrecking it into pit road. This is exactly what I was worried about. Oh my goodness, I think Sean may have just drove it just a slight bit too hard going into pit road. We'll take one more look at it here from the B10 Race TV Instant Replay. Here is your drone cam footage. He just overbraked. He got into Darnell. Look at Stall. He knew better. He backed out immediately. Knew he was in trouble if he tried anything here. What a tough spot for both drivers there. See Shane Ledoux on the outside wall trying to get out of there. Hoffert braking hard. Long trying to brake hard. I thought we were going to get away with it there. It looked good. And then that. Oh my. What a unfortunate situation there for the 98 camp. Unfortunate for them. Probably fortunately for everybody else. I think now they can breathe a sigh of relief here, but I don't think anybody was expecting that. Well, those that did not get into the pits now have to find themselves in a very tricky situation here, and that is to choose and pick when and where to head in. Fuel mileage now, they should be good to go, I would say, but tire-wise, that's what they're really concerned about. Remember, this is 1.5 miles in length. Those tires make the biggest difference in this situation. Alright, race fans, here we go again. 17 laps left to the distance. Can they remain clean like they did earlier, or are we about to see the old nemesis of the Wreckfest City come back to haunt them? It's about to take place now. The plate track demons are about to be exercised. Here we go. If you're a driver right now, what do? Try to stay clean and hope for the best that they wreck each other up, or do you hope that maybe you can make a run for it up front quickly? If I'm the driver right now in the pack, I'm thinking lay low for about 5 laps. Just 5 laps, all you need. Then from there, see what happens. Because again, you look at the time right now. It's 16 laps remain. 5 laps means you'll be put with 10 to go almost. That's your golden opportunity to whatever tire you still have left, and those that burnt up something, to maybe make a run for them up to the front. That's going to be the strategy here, and these drivers know it. They've got to stay cool, stay calm and collected. Anything can happen. And Dalton McKinney proving that. Big block to the top. He throws it right at Hofford. But in doing so, he just gave Wally Babb all she wants. Wally Babb right now looking to become only the second driver to get 2 wins this season, and really at this point, lock up a season title. This man knows what it takes to win Atlanta. This is the only track he won on last season, and he's about to go for another one. Remember earlier on, he was in the mid-back of the pack. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Major wreck. This is happening again. Oh, are you kidding me? Another huge wreck ensues here on Pizza Race TV, and another situation. The play track demons struck again. We're going to have to go visit the Pizza Race TV instant replay and see what happened. I could not get a good eye view or who the heck started what and what went wrong. Oh, right there. There it is. You see it up front. I think that 7 might have something to do with it. We're going to go look at it again here and see if we can get a good view here. This is coming from 1 and 2. Track officials right now looking on. Trying to convert, see who did what. Hofford. Oh, actually Hofford got loose there. He actually was the one that caved in the 7 there. Oh. Alright, we'll take one last look at before I think they're going to make some final decision. They are saying, though, there will be an EOL given out here in a minute. See, I think Hoffer just got loose here off the corner. Yeah, you see right there. There it is, right there. He gets off the corner. He got loose. And completely dashed in the whole field from that angle there. Hold on, folks. Trying to get our live coverage back up. It'll take a second here. Alright, I think we got it there. Producers, get that camera footage back up, please. Thank you. Thank you. Never thought I had to yell at them again to get the footage back up. But yeah, well, sometimes that happens here. Well, that field now has got to get a little bit of some strength in their mindsets and clearing up some nature here. They've got to really watch it. 11 laps remain here on this track. And remember what I said earlier. I think my point of view, my reference is pretty clear. I said, give it 5 laps. How many laps did we get to? Nearly 5. I said point blank, wait it out. See what happens. Don't try to force the issue at hand just yet. Wait for the right opportunity. They waited 5 laps. And in between there, what happened? One driver got a little too crazy, and it happened right on the spot. Threat Level Midnight Motorsports joins us now saying, wow, on the comment section here. That's just the ins and out of a plate track race there, guys. I can tell you that from first-hand experience. Well, Stephen Ford, not too happy to say the least here and on the comment section of the broadcast. Stop right there for Stephen. Stephen, man, it is great to have you back on the show here. We appreciate you having on the track, sir. Hopefully, can get some luck better next time out there. And by the way, next time, race fans, we've already got a promo video done up. We'll share with that tomorrow night, but we are returning to our grassroots. Before the Truck Series head to this track in May, you know where we're going. North Wilkesboro Speedway, our home roots of NASCAR and racing. We return to a famed short track. And I honestly am extremely excited as much as I am extremely nervous to find out what happens there. Because again, it is a short track, and you know there's chaos bound to happen. But I always remember, that was the very first race I always said was like my magnum opus of racing commentary. It was the first race I felt like we finally got not only really extremely clean, good racing, but also pedal to the metal that day. And, well, that whole week actually, they had 2 races there that came out extremely good and clean. Came out with some excellent, momentous occasions. I hope that these Truck Series drivers are preparing for that one, because they will need to be ready to go when that time comes. Here we go. Top 5 on your screen for the final 10 laps of this one. To the 6 Sigma Sim Racing restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Let's get him back down to it. So Constall, Ford, Darnell, Vickery, Brett Long right now out of the race or a lap down. Everybody else fair game. Hansen, look up front though. Hold on there, buddy. He wasn't just bump drafting, he was smacking that rear end of McKinney. He was trying to get him moving. Bottle watching on. Warren's right on the top side. Reed right now. Look out, Reed. Hang on, hang on. Oh, my. That's a little bit of a quencher right there. Hold down there, sir. Radke falls back a little bit. Got trapped in there. Hansen right now jumping ahead with McKinney now pushing forward. Condole McKinney finally find victory lane tonight. He's been so close so many times, and he's looking to try to finally outdo him. But there's a few other drivers also right now trying to get there as well. Babb still right now in a good spot. Just needs to stay right where he's at, I feel, and he'll be okay. But Warren's not exactly wanting to care about his position. Oh! He got him in the corner! Dennis Warren just sent Babb into the shadow realm! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wally Babb's night is done and over with. The glitch graphic gremlins just attacked the 99 and a massive wreck ensues on the front of your television screens. Unbelievable. Warren's tried so desperately. You see, he tagged him and then he clipped him. Reed gets into him and he had nowhere to go. Babb's night for a double is over. And what a disappointing end there for him. We'll take one more look at it here from our drone cam. There it is. There's the punt. There's the push. There's the shove. And Reed, nowhere to go. That might give us a second here. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties on our end here, folks. Warren's definitely, though, causing the caution to come out. Looking on at the 90 here, you can see the damage they're suffering on that truck as well. Definitely a lot of area to mess up on and really get himself into trouble with. Trying to pull that footage back up to show you again, but looks like we're not getting much luck there, so it looks like we're just going to have to go with what we got here. What a massive hit. What a tough break for Wally Babb. Hey, Wally Bab, his emotions definitely running high on the broadcast right now, and I don't blame him, honestly. What a tough break. Bab, good run there, though, at the end of the day, man. Appreciate you coming on by here again and trying to defend the championship, the race you did. But still, hey, man, you still got championship folks on down there. You still got plenty of time. Just hang in there. D. Dallas Brule saying awesome job from Puddle hanging in and moving up. Raced it. Smart hanging back and watching. Definitely agree with that statement there. We'll tell you, though, if that is going to work out, we're going to have 4 laps to go. And you thought these guys were getting aggressive early on. I don't think we've seen anything yet. Hansen looking for his first ever asphalt win. Dalton McKinney looking for his first ever win. Chantel Pottle trying so desperately to get her first win after 2 seasons of disappointment. Looking to try to finally nick this one down. She's won at Talladega last season. Looking to try to take this one at Atlanta this season. Bob Anderson looking for 2 wins this season, finally, to kind of encompass his season. Radke looking for the big 3, trying to pull the hat trick. Mike Rideout, despite all the troubles this season and this day, he is still in this. He's looking for win number 1. Which driver will it be? 4 laps to go. Will we remain clean, or will the demons strike again? Off of corner number 4. Top 5 on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about to get chaotic. Here we go. Whoa, Hansen right out of the gate there, already jumping the outside. I'm not too sure if that was a smart move on his end, or he just spun the tires coming off, but nevertheless, they'll run him down. Down to the turns. Watch that hole shot. McKinney there going outside. He's going for the run, trying to get a big push from Hansen. He will get it. And back down on Pottle. Pottle had a run coming up on him. He knew to get down there quick before she came for him. Running them down through turn number 3 to turn number 4. Free left to remain. Pottle looking in, trying to get a run. Hansen the outside. Anderson on the outside. They're trying to draft this back up. McKinney gonna have to block. Another drive up to the top. Did he maybe make a move too quick there? A big jump. Pottle's to the inside. Chantel Pottle has got the inside line working in her favor. A tag there from Rhino. Big 3 wide it off. A wreck ensues. The caution is out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bobby Anderson has just not had a good amount of luck here on these plate tracks, and this is another one of them. He gets yet again the shaft as they come through down across the edge here. We're going to one of our 3 green-white checkers. Rideout came up and kind of clipped the 18 a little bit, forcing the 18 up into Hansen. Hansen nowhere to go. 18 nowhere to go. And I believe it was Rideout too that started the 3 wide tangent there. So we'll like one more look at it here. The judges and the officials reviewing this one, they're going to have a lot of reviews this time around. Yeah, right out you can see he just stripped it up a little bit, forced the 18, and that's what caused it. Wow. Well, Rideout knows, unfortunately, this was not a good place and not a good time for that to happen, and he knew it too. But that is the way this will play out. Right now, this is about to get interesting. 3 green, white checkered attempts coming up. And they have really, right now, I think everybody's just trying to get this one in out of the hat trick and out of the box here. What on earth will happen? Jeff Oakes right now. You want to talk about a guy that literally wasn't even looking at trying to get this win, now got a chance? This guy right now has his opportunity. He's winless so far, but so is Chantel Bottle. Someone's going to give, and something's got to give. Dalton McKinney, though, probably looking on at that move, at that shot he made, was going to the outside a mistake. In my opinion, it was absolutely a mistake. I get what he was trying to do. I know he was trying to block it up there. But again, just this kind of race, this kind of situation, I just don't think blocking in this case is a good move. Sharing that bottom line is where all the run is and where all the speed is, going on the straights and blocking on the execution. It happened there, and it got him there. The field right now are going to approach this restart here. This is going to get interesting. We're down to the final 2 laps. Green, white, checkered attempt, number 1 coming up. Will history be made, and will we get yet another 7 different winners out of 8 different races? The time has come to find out that for ourselves. Green flag back in the air. Did Oakes cut the start? I don't know if Oakes might have cut that start there. He got a big jump out of the gate. They may have to review that one later, but that is a big start there for the 20. Jeff Oakes moving it ahead, but he's not going to get any help from Bottle except just a big push in the back. Dalton McKinney trying to get out of the outside. Can they make it to the white flag? Off of turn number 3 to turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen. This is your white flag lap presented by Six Sigma Sim Racing. Who's it going to be? Look at McKinney. He's getting a whole lot of help from Racky. And there goes Oakes. There goes Bottle. There they go. The big wreck ensues. Taking the field with them. They're running to the end. Through 3, to 4. Shane Ledoux hanging on with Khan. But up a corner number 4. It's going to be Dalton McKinney finally getting in a victory lane. Holy smokes! Oh my! Seven different winners, 8 different races. What a season. A horrible break for Oakes and Bottle, but for Dalton McKinney, it was the break he needed. At long last, the 46, after numerous attempts trying to get it out of the second place bridesmaid, he's taken the bouquet. The 46 is victorious tonight. What a performance. Final results coming up on your screen now, ladies and gentlemen. Dalton McKinney, numerous times the bridesmaid or a podium seeker, finally gets himself one on his list. Second place will go to Jeff Radke, yet again popping off another good podium. Robert Kahn finally throws himself into the third spot once again. Shane Ledoux, credit where credit's due. He gave it everything he had and comes up just a little short for the podium, but will take a top 5 home. Matthew Hopper, despite the troubles there, manages to bring a 5th place position home. Dustin Sonanker once more showing he's got a little bit of feist and attitude still. Comes 6th. 7th to Mike Rideout despite all the troubles there from having to go to the back. Makes it to 7th. Robert Warrens will take it 8th. Dennis Warrens 9th. Jason Henry getting 10th. Rounding out the top 10. The rest of your finish on your screen. We will be joining the top 3 here in just a few short minutes, race fans. When we come back, it should be a fun time here on the Chakal. We'll be right back after a quick commercial message.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker. The future is feeling.
When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wrapz to get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're joining me now. Your third place finish here after this wild madness of a run. Ladies and gentlemen, the rattlesnake Robert Kahn going to take it home for third. And Kahn, man, once again, you get snake bitten on some other tracks. You don't get snake bitten by this one. Making it home for another podium here in a plate track. I mean, how did it feel to kind of survive the chaos there ensuing on the last bit?
Well, it wasn't looking so good with like 15 to go. I was still 2 laps down, so there was a couple cautions allowed me to get on the lead lap, and then it was like the last lap the seas parted and everyone wrecked in front of me. So somehow, some way, I got a third out of that, so I'm happy with it.
Happy with it indeed. Now I know there's a lot of pressure on you and a lot of tough decisions you had to make and some chaos ensuing there throughout this one. But I mean, for you and this team to be able to go out there and have a little last dash there with Shane Ledoux, I mean, does that kind of at least give you a little bit more of a chance and more confidence to try to take this last bit of the season by storm?
That's what I'm hoping. Just a little bit of momentum. That's the key to it. It's been broken so many times this season where one race I'm good and one race I'm bad. So have 2 good finishes in a row here. So that's hopefully that's something to come.
You sure there? Anybody want to thank her tonight for this third place finish?
Oh man, the usual. You guys, ButtKicker, Fake PC, everybody who helps us out, man. I really appreciate everybody.
Absolutely. All right, Kahn, congratulations here on this third place finish today.
Hey, thanks, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rattlesnake Robert Kahn is going to be your third place finisher today. Well, he'll park it down here for another podium today. This time, Radke going to be celebrating behind the man usually he was ahead of. But this time, Radke, you're going to take a second place home. Congratulations here on the track. And, man, talk about this one. You look like you had a lot of trouble there late in the run, but then you finally fight back a little bit, and then you get a big opportunity there to go 1-1 McKinney. But at the end of the day, coming home second, not too shabby there for you, sir.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's not too bad. I was running up front in the beginning, qualified nice. Decided to kind of back off and run in the back once a couple of the wrecks happened, just to give it a chance to formulate, which was a good call because there was a few up front that I avoided. So I'll take second for here.
For sure there. Now, I know, obviously, you probably were looking more towards getting that big win off your chest and off your shoulders, but I mean, still as a team and as a crew for you in that car, I mean, how important was it to really make it to this spot today?
Pretty important. Got to get up in the points while he's running away from me, so I got to close that gap down. And just overall team effort. We hoping to get Shane up here in third, but apparently Khan got him at the last second.
For sure there. Nevertheless, Racky, nevertheless, man, coming away today second. Who do you want to thank you for all this?
Threat Level Midnight, all the guys over there, they're a fun group. Makes it fun to race every week. You guys for broadcasting, and the guys for putting on the league.
For sure there. All right, well, Racky, man, I know this time you're the bridesmaid, but it's nevertheless good to see you back here in the podiums today.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Radke, your second place finisher of the day. But this time around, the guy that's going to take it home in victory lane, he's no longer a bridesmaid. Ladies and gentlemen, Dalton McKinney going to fire all back at them tonight. He wins it here at Atlanta. And Dalton, I'm not going to lie, sir. I really thought for 1 second that this race was going to get thrown out the window for you. Make that big jump to the outside. You threw the heavy block, and then everybody, though they came in on you on the outside, though, did that caution help you out a bit?
It did, yeah. I felt like I may have still had another shot at him. You know, the inside was going to get out there, but I know I had good help behind me. That's kind of why I made that move out there. But yeah, that caution didn't hurt anything either. Was able to get in good position, get back out front, and just try to control both lanes. And had a good help from Jeff Radke behind me, a teammate, and it's always comforting when you have someone you know behind you.
Certainly the case indeed. Now, I know as well with the way things have been playing out, the way things have been going. I mean, for you and this team to finally get this win off your back, I mean, how important was this one tonight?
Yeah, I may be mistaken. I run a few leagues, but I think I've gotten second both other times I've been here. So to finally get the win, that's pretty awesome. Both times I finished second to a teammate. To have a teammate finish second, behind me, we've been running really good the last few weeks, and hopefully we can continue it.
Sure there. Well, nevertheless, though, sir, you're going to walk away with the victory today, so you now know the drill. Who do you want to thank you for this one?
Everyone at Threat Level, Midnight Motorsports, they've accepted me in here over the past month or so, and it's fun having all them guys in my ear. Some of them had some bad luck. I think all of them was up in the top 5 at one point or another throughout the race. So thanks to all of them. Thanks to you for putting the broadcast on. My friends, my family, parents, my little sister, my cousin. They tune in every now and then. Yeah, thanks for putting on the broadcast, and we look forward to next week.
For sure there, Dalton, man. Congratulations getting this win at last, sir.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. 8 races, 7 different winners, ladies and gentlemen. What a season, and what a story. Last season it was 8 different winners, and one coming away with 4 of them. Will we get to that point? Find out with us here next week. North Wilkesboro next on the list. Thank you so much to Six Sigma Sim Racing for sponsoring this main coverage tonight. ButtKicker, Pitstall Racing Series, Ford Entertainment Group, PC.net, GainZFitness Incorporated, and Lightning Wrapz for their support throughout this entire season. And to you fans for always coming in and chiming in, thank you so much. We'll see you guys at Grassroots Racing, Wilkes County. See you then.